Crypto and meme coins go together like peanut butter and jelly. You can't have one without the other, and right now it feels like we're right around the corner from the golden age of meme coins. Throughout this cycle, we've seen some insane things like Pepe's growth from the hundreds of millions all the way past $11 billion. Or when Trump and Melania dropped their own meme coins, completely shutting down the trenches. And here's the truth. Most people are still stuck waiting on the sidelines. They're thinking it's too late, the bull runs over, or it's all hype. And while they're hesitating, some people are keeping a finger on the pulse of everything going on in the crypto space and staying ahead of the markets. We saw Trump suggest dropping federal interest rates by a ridiculous 3%. We haven't seen drops like that since the dot-com crash and the 2008 mortgage crisis. I think it's definitely overkill, but if it somehow ends up happening, we could see things heat up fast. It also looks like regulators are continuing to ease up, with the Department of Justice finally dropping their investigation into Polymarket, so now the degens can sleep peacefully. And along with that, big names and institutions are becoming a lot more willing to embrace crypto, with JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon saying the company will get involved with stablecoins, and even Deutsche saying Bitcoin is entering a less volatile and more sustainable stage. You know what that means. Institutions will only keep buying more and more Bitcoin. And if you want to buy some yourself, well, you need an exchange, of course. But luckily for you guys, I got you a sweet deal with WEEX Exchange. If you sign up with my link in the description below, they're going to give you up to 30,000 USDT in bonuses, and you automatically get a 30% reduction on your trading fees. And don't just skip over this and think, oh, I already have my exchange. There's no point in switching. Trust me when I tell you, those trading fees add up fast and seriously eat into your gains when the markets start popping off. This is probably one of the best exchange deals on YouTube, and it's only available for a limited time. No KYC or country restrictions. So sign up with the link down below and let me know what you guys think. But I want to zoom in specifically on what's been going on in the meme coin space. And if you don't understand how important meme coins really are, let me explain. They onboard more retail investors into crypto than any other narrative by far. And aside from new users, they dominate social media and generate more on-chain activity than even most DeFi projects. That's why I think social dominance is an important metric to look at. If you want to know where the next wave of money is headed, it's not always about TVL and fundamentals. You need to keep an eye on what retail is thinking. And right now, meme coins are absolutely dominating crypto conversations online. According to Lunar Crush and Sentiment, tokens like Bonk, WIF, and Pepe have been crushing it with Twitter mentions, Reddit threads, and Telegram group growth. Now, I know when it comes to social dominance, Doge and Shiba are the two biggest hitters in the meme coin space. But there have been some massive updates for 3 specific meme coins that I want to cover in this video. So if you want to catch my video about Doge and Shiba in the future, make sure to subscribe. Underrated metric is Google Trends data. If you've been watching search data lately, you might have noticed something interesting. Terms like Solana meme coin, Bonk, Pengu crypto, and Pump.Fun token have all spiked to multi-month highs. What this tells us is that retail interest is slowly coming back to meme coins. And when the average user starts searching for how to buy meme coins, that's when you know FOMO is kicking in. Historically, Google Trends spikes like this have lined up almost perfectly with the early stages of meme coin bull runs. So do not forget to keep up to date with the Google Trends data. And if you're too lazy to do it yourself, we've been keeping up to date with all the important market data over at the FireHustle Discord. If you're interested in staying ahead, I seriously think you should join me. I'm in there every day breaking down market trends, talking strategy with the community, and staying ahead of narratives before they play out. If you want to go deeper, the link is in the description below. Now let's talk about some of the projects making big headlines in the meme space, starting with Bonk. This coin is no longer just some random small cap coin. It's become Solana's biggest meme coin and one of the top memes across all chains. What really put Bonk in the spotlight was the launch of Let's Bonk. It's a meme coin launchpad that's been pulling in more revenue than even Pump.Fun. You heard that right? Look at this chart from DeFi Llama. As of now, Let's Bonk has more than double Pump.Fun's weekly revenue. If they're able to eventually flip Pump.Fun on 30-day revenue, that's when things get serious. So let's see if they're able to keep up the pressure. As for the charts, Bonk has been going crazy lately. Coin is sitting at a market cap of around $2.8 billion and it's been climbing pretty hard. In the last 2 weeks, it's had over a 100% gain and it seems to be slowly inching closer to its previous all-time high of over $4 billion in market cap last year. Although I do expect a bit of a correction soon based on the sharp growth we've seen, but overall, Bonk is evolving into its own ecosystem. They've got staking, NFT integrations, and a real community pushing it into new territory. And thanks to all that, the coin is now sitting at the 4th largest meme coin by market cap, under Doge, Shiba, and Pepe. And interestingly, the 5th place spot has now been taken by a newly launched coin that I'm sure you've heard of. I'm talking about the Pump.Fund token. It was the biggest thing on Twitter last week, the infamous Pump launch. This was one of the wildest token debuts we've seen in a long time. The long anticipated coin finally went live and raised an eye-popping $500 million in just 12 minutes. That's not a typo. The entire pre-sale was gone in minutes, launching the project at a $4 billion fully diluted valuation right off the bat. Now, back when I first covered it, there was a ton of controversy around the coin. People saying it's gonna kill the trenches, mark the end of meme season, blah blah blah. But as of right now, the coin seems to be doing pretty well. It peaked at around $2.4 billion in market cap, and now it's sitting at just over $2 billion. But corrections are always expected around massive launches like this. To be honest, I expected it to correct a lot more. Of course, it's not over yet, but the team seems to be doing a good job of keeping up the momentum. Pump.Fund pulled a major power play by acquiring QuillScan, one of the leading wallet tracking platforms in the space. That allows them to throw social and trading data directly into the platform. It's just one of many moves the team has been making for the launch. They've also been pulling in pretty much every major exchange listing you can think of, including KuCoin, Bybit, Kraken, OKX, Coinbase, and more. So I'm excited to see what happens to this coin once the trench season returns to the levels it was last year. So Pump is taking the 5th spot on the meme coin leaderboards, but there's another coin that's right on its tail and could even surpass it by the time this video is uploaded. I'm talking about Pudgy Penguins, or Pengu. So Pengu didn't come in relying on a massive VC push or a celebrity endorsement. It just went viral. The art is simple and the community absolutely runs the show. What's wild is that Pengu hit $1 billion market cap in just a few weeks, and it's already spawned dozens of spin-off projects and collaborations. I'd have to say this might be the meme coin with the most utility out of the ones I've covered. The reason is because the NFT ecosystem is backed by actual physical products and they sell like hotcakes. Pudgy Penguins plushies are available in massive stores like Walmart, Best Buy, and more. And they've also built their own mini metaverse, launched physical merch, and they're even hosting live events. As for updates, the team even announced that they've begun launching their product in stores in Japan too, showing that they're expanding to international markets. There's so much hype that pretty much every big name in crypto either posted or updated their Twitter DPs to a Pudgy Penguin. I'm talking about Solana, Polkadot, Binance, Coinbase, OKX, Justin Sun, MetaMask, and so many more. The hype is insane and you can see it in the charts. The Pengu token is sitting at over $2 billion in market cap. That's 3 times more than it was a month ago. It's actually nearing its all-time high of $2.6 billion back in January. And there's one other massive piece of news that I'm sure had a big effect on this price. The Canary Pengu ETF. Canary Capital just filed for what might be the craziest ETF proposal we've ever seen. If approved, it would be the first US spot ETF for a meme coin and the first to include an NFT as well. That's because the ETF is made up of 90% Pengu on Solana and 10% Pudgy Penguin NFTs on ETH. The filing was submitted to the SEC and CBOE, and while it's still early in the review process, it signals just how far the meme coin narrative is bleeding into TradFi. If this thing gets approved, it might just open the floodgates. So to wrap it up, here's the big picture. Meme coins aren't just noise, they're indicators. They're showing us where the attention is. They bring in users, and this cycle, they're backed by real infrastructure and record-breaking inflows. Bonk, Pengu, and Pump are just a few of the standouts, but this space moves fast. There could be a new trending meme coin any week, but don't worry, I'll be here to give you guys the drop on it. And that's it for today. Remember, just because I'm talking about a project doesn't mean you should just blindly invest in it. None of this is financial advice. Always do your own research and understand the risk before making any investment decisions. If you're interested in projects I'm watching closely, come and join me in the FireHustle VIP Discord. The link is in the description below. And if you want more videos like this, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.